Hi everyone, Mr. Hofman coming to you through the magic of YouTube. Great to be playing with you on this Saturday or this Sunday. People who don't want to be doing homework know that I'm up on Saturday morning trying to work with you and make you better musicians. The video today, we're going to go through what's behind me here on the board, starting at number 1. Some mouthpiece warm-ups, some tonguing exercises. We're going to practice rhythms for God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, and then we'll eventually play the song. Any point in this video you get overwhelmed, please stop the video and rewind it and do it over again. Or if it's really difficult for you, it's okay to just try to do the exercises here for 15 minutes and then just step away, maybe come back later on in the day. I'm in my 4th bedroom in the house. It's like the spare bedroom, and I use it for my music room. When you're practicing at home, it's great to have a place where you can practice where you're comfortable. I'm comfortable here. I'm free from interruptions. The sound doesn't bother people too much. So when you're practicing at home, if you can, you find a space and a time where other people aren't around and you can focus on what you're doing. And as I said, 15 minutes is great. It's better than doing nothing all weekend. We have so little time in class, and doing these home exercises is really a great thing to do. So we'll start with some mouthpiece warm-ups. I'm playing my trombone. You'll of course have different instruments, or most of you will. And the first thing we'll do is mouthpiece warm-ups, and we'll just do some long tones if you're on brass. 8 counts, 2, 3, 4. 2, 8 counts again. I'm tapping my foot and counting a slow, steady 8. Brass players, of course, use their mouthpiece. Woodwind players, you can do that on your mouthpiece. You're going to make a loud sound, so let people know what you're doing. Flute players, maybe a count of 4 or 6 is a little bit more appropriate for you. But maybe do mouthpiece warm-ups for a minute or so. If you can do them longer, great. But it's a great way to strengthen your embouchure muscles. And a minute is a good amount of time to do it without getting completely bored with what you're doing. Next we'll do I'm going to take a step back. Brass players too, a siren is great. So we'll do a few of those. Next, tonguing exercises. A lot of you in the class still are huffing and puffing, as I say. I said a lot of you, it's not a lot of you, it's a few of you. So tonguing exercises are a great thing to do to get our tongue moving. 1, 2, 3, and you can do those maybe for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds. Remember, people who are having trouble doing it, it's like saying 2, 2, 2, 2. I'm going to give you a close-up. My tongue's coming out of my mouth. I'm trying to really exaggerate what I'm doing. Your tongue doesn't come out of your mouth, but you are saying, and the tongue touches the roof of your mouth and flicks down. If you're having trouble doing it, leave the mouthpiece out of the way. And then slowly add it. Then add the buzz. If you're not getting it right away, it's okay. Keep trying to get your slide positions or your fingering positions. And just know that in time, we have to start incorporating the tongue to initiate almost every single note. So tonguing exercises, like to do those, as I said, 30 to 45 seconds. Next, we have the rhythms for God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, and I'm just going to do half the song. I recommend you do it on concert B flat. Concert B flat is a pitch that's played on the piano when you press B flat, but it's different for every instrument. If you play a low brass instrument, you're going to play a B flat. If you play an alto sax, you're going to play a G. If you play a tenor sax, you're going to play a C. That's a high C on the 3rd space in the staff. If you play a clarinet or a sax or a clarinet or a trumpet, you're going to play a low C. That's the one below the staff with a line through it. And if you play a flute, you're going to play a B flat right in the middle of the staff. It's also the first note on our major scale that we play in every class. So if you don't know what concert B flat is, flip to your scale page and look at the one at the top of the page, and that's what we're playing. So I'm just going to start at bar 4, or pick up to bar 4, and God Rest You Merry Gentlemen on my stand over here, and I'm going to demonstrate what I'd like you to do. Get the tune in your head. God rest ye merry gentlemen, have nothing you dismay. And then we're going to play it on B flat. We'll do it a lot slower. 1, 2, 3. Playing the song all the way through just on B flats, and that'll help us with the rhythms in this piece. And the last thing that you can do in your rehearsal is you can actually play God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. It's great to have the tune in your head, and we've sung it in class, and we've tried to play it several times. Many of you will have it memorized. If you're not sure how the song sounds, I put a recording online, and to do that you need to Google the Interkip School website. Then on the left-hand side of the screen, there's you can click on teacher websites. I didn't know what to call it. That's where I stammered. And once you go to the teacher websites page, you can go to Mr. Hofman's site. Once you're on Mr. Hofman's site, on the left-hand side of the page, it says Music at Interkip. And then once you're in there, on the left-hand side of the page, the final page you have to go to is grade 7 and 8 instrumental music, and on there I put a recording of me playing the piano, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. I'm going to bring it up right now. Good. And it sounds like this. God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. After 4 and 2, we're in. Set tempo. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So before you do the rhythm exercises, if you think, boy, I don't remember how this song goes, you can listen to this, and you can even play along with it on the B flats if you want to. So we're doing a little bit of memorization here. We're memorizing how the tune goes. So listen to that a few times, and then finally, we're actually going to play the song. My goodness, finally. To play the song, of course, you need your score. I asked you to bring your score home, and do double check all of your positions. Make sure they're correct. If there's a note that sounds off, you can make sure you have the right fingering. And if you don't have a fingering chart at home, if you play the clarinet, you can go on the internet and type in clarinet fingering chart, and one will come up just like that. So double check your fingerings. And then I recommend that you play along with the recording. I've set it at a medium tempo. I hope it's not too fast for anybody. If it is too fast, you can simply listen to it and then pause the recording and maybe go back and play it a little bit slower at a tempo that you need to play it at. But basically, I'll ask you to do something like this.
After 4 and 2, we're in. Set tempo. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
I hope you get the idea. Playing along with it is a great way to become really comfortable and begin to memorize the tune. As I said, you can play it slower if you want to. A great tool that most all musicians use is a metronome. And metronomes, you can download an app. I have one on my phone. You can even go to Google and search metronome, and sometimes the Google metronome comes up, and I'm playing it at about 90 beats per minute. That's a medium tempo for this song, and you can slow it down to 80 or 70 beats per minute or 60 if you need to, and just play through the piece. Well, thanks a lot for listening. I know that was a lot. You can come back and revisit this next time you bring your instrument home if you didn't get all the way through it, but all the steps that I've listed hopefully will help us playing in class, or better be able to play this song together in class. All right, keep playing. Rock on.